Hello and welcome to the Hard to Handle Sports Podcast. This is episode number 34. My name's Ismael San Juan. Thank you so much for being here. Today I am joined by my good friend Migue, one of my nice brothers I have here in the Bay Area. Thank you so much for being here. Why don't you introduce yourself, Migue? Where are you from? Some teams you support? How you doing today?
Pretty good. Had a good long week of work. Looking forward to talking about some sports.
Right on.
Originally from Garden Grove, California. Always repping the OC. Okay. So let's get this started, guys.
Let's get it started. What are the teams you like, Migue? Let them know. I know you're rocking some gear right now. For those of you guys that are watching on YouTube, if you're listening, you won't be able to see, but he's rocking a nice Raiders fleece, a nice Lakers hat. Are those the only teams you support? Or you got some other teams you like?
Nope. I'm a diehard Anaheim Angel, guys.
Ooh, he's an Angel.
Yup. LA Lakers, first and foremost. R.I.P. Kobe.
R.I.P. Respect.
R.I.P. And I am a Raider, guys.
Raider.
Diehard Raider. Been supporting them since I was a kid. Looking forward to the season. We're making moves. We're going to make some moves.
Ooh. Spoiler.
And trust me, we're going to be contenders pretty soon, guys.
All right, so let's get started, Migue. Let's get right to it. A lot of chatter this week has been surrounding one of the best quarterbacks in the league, Russell Wilson. There's a lot of chatter going around the league that he might be asking for a trade, that his time might be up in Seattle. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think it's going to happen? You think he's going to stay in Seattle? Or who could he possibly be going to?
Honestly, that's a tough one, right? He's the face of the franchise.
Yep.
He's brought them a Super Bowl.
Yep.
Back-to-back Super Bowls, right?
Yeah.
Let's not forget that he also lost them a Super Bowl.
Yep.
Through that crucial pick at the end of the game when you have Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. I think that planted the seed.
Okay.
And I think it's from go Hawks to no Hawks.
Oh, my God.
Russell Wilson will be traded.
Russell Wilson's gone. You heard it here first. Miguel breaking the news.
Breaking the news,
okay.
Baby.
Why do you say this? Why are you saying this hot take? Russell Wilson will not be the starting quarterback starting the 2021 season for the Seahawks. Why, Miguel? You're on the spot right now.
I think it starts with family. He's got a wife in the entertainment business, and I think she needs a residency. I think she needs to go to the Strip.
The Strip.
I think Russell Wilson is going to the Oakland Raiders. Why? They're not going to trade Russell Wilson within their division, right?
Okay.
Or their conference.
Okay.
What are the landing spots that they said?
AFC for the AFC. So if you knock out the AFC, if you knock out the NFC, then for the AFC we got the Jets, the Dolphins, the Raiders,
and the Raiders. The Jets are a young team. They're rebuilding. Right. I don't think they have the assets necessarily. I think they have the assets to trade for him.
Yeah, but the team is doo-doo.
It's hot garbage, guys.
Yep, it'll take a while. He's trying to win right now, right?
He's trying to win.
Okay.
He's used to winning, and that's not the franchise to do it.
Okay.
They've ran their franchise into the ground.
Yep.
And I know a little bit about that, right? But mark my words, Russell Wilson will not be going to the New York Jets. The Miami Dolphins are intriguing.
That would be my pick.
I think
that would be my pick.
I honestly think they're pretty close, right?
Yeah.
But in terms of that entertainment, Miami is fun, right? You go for the beaches.
Yep.
When are people really going to concerts in Miami? I don't know about that.
I think there's some good concerts out there, but hey, I hear you. Las Vegas is Las Vegas.
It's a destination city.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
There's nothing like Vegas.
Exactly.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yep.
And who's staying in Vegas? Russell Wilson.
Not Derek Carr, though.
Not Derek Carr, though.
Okay.
Hey, 7 years without playing in a playoff game. Let's remember, he broke his leg right before.
He did finish third in the MVP voting that year.
He did, yeah. He's a good quarterback, don't get me wrong. But you need a win. Just win, baby. We need Russell Wilson in Las Vegas.
Okay. So I'm leaning towards the Dolphins, but I could see where you're coming from. Just in terms of, okay, maybe Miami has a little better picks that they could offer, but you guys could maybe offer like the same amount. But then if it comes down to Tua or Derek Carr, I mean, you're kind of hating on Derek Carr right now, but Derek Carr is pretty serviceable. Tua, he had some moments, but he also looked pretty mediocre in a lot of times. And if if Tua is getting benched for Fitzpatrick, I'll tell you this: Derek Carr would not be getting benched for Fitzpatrick.
No, absolutely not. We have to take into account Tua is younger.
Yes,
he has time to learn.
Yes,
but Derek Carr is pretty consistent. The last 2 years, I think he's thrown over 70% completion in his passes.
Right.
I honestly have a feeling Chucky's going to make it happen. Mike Mayock is going to make it happen.
Right on.
Right?
Yes.
These last couple years, they've been talking about drafting character guys.
Okay.
What better character in the league do we have than Russell Wilson?
No one. I'll tell you that. No one. He's like the most. He answers every question the right way. Like if you were playing Madden, it would be like the one that raises your level the highest. Like he's always like Mr. Correct.
He's Mr. Correct. He's Mr. Wholesome.
Mr. Wholesome.
Mr. Wholesome needs to come to Las Vegas to wipe away some of the sin that goes on there.
Okay. So if the Raiders somehow, some way end up getting Russell Wilson, what's their ceiling?
What's their ceiling? I'm talking Super Bowls, guys. But there's other moves that we have to make.
What are the moves the Raiders have to make this offseason to turn into legit contenders?
Well,
with Derek Carr, or if they somehow get Russell Wilson, what do they need to do?
Defense. It starts with the defensive line. We need to put pressure on the quarterback.
Right.
If we've learned anything from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it's that putting pressure on the quarterback, defense, and being able to turn over the ball wins championships, guys.
Right.
So we have to replicate that. We have to put pressure on Patrick Mahomes. He cannot be comfortable in the pocket. Mm-hmm. I know he's elusive, right?
Yes.
He's freakishly elusive. Like,
right.
He makes his little. He doesn't look very athletic, but he gets away.
He gets it done. Yep.
He gets it done. We need a way to put some pressure on Patrick Mahomes. We've already seen that we're capable of beating this team.
Yes. So that should be like some optimism. There should be some optimism right there.
Absolutely. The Las Vegas Raiders are going to be contenders for the next couple years. Okay. In the coming years.
Okay. So you believe in Chucky?
We believe in Chucky.
Okay.
What was it? The 20th ranked defense?
Yes.
Last year?
Yes.
And how did they do this year?
Pretty bad. I mean, they started kind of hot, and then they had.
They fizzled out.
Yeah.
But that we need that consistency. We need a leader in the locker room. Okay? Someone that's willing to get in other players' faces.
Okay.
We need a star on our defense.
Okay.
And I know he's getting older, but I think J.J. Watt's the way to go.
Oh, J.J. Watt to the Raiders.
We need that leader in the locker room.
Okay.
We have a lot of young players on our defense.
Right on.
Damon Arnett.
Okay.
Abrams.
Okay.
Who else is out there? Max Crosby.
And like the defense doesn't even have to be like elite, because the offense, it'll come along, especially second year of Henry Ruggs.
Yeah.
We got Waller, now a superstar, bona fide superstar tight end.
Yeah.
You have your running back,
Josh Jacobs.
He's nice. Top 10 running back, could possibly move into the top 5 if he's not already there.
Yeah.
So the offense looks like it's getting, it's trending upwards. It could be one of the elite offenses in the NFL. If the defense is just serviceable, top 10, top 13,
top 15, even then
just get key stops, then the Raiders might be able to make some noise. Am I right?
Yeah, let's look at the losses from last year. San Diego Chargers, Miami Dolphins,
Falcons.
The Falcons. We got whooped by the Falcons.
Couldn't stop him at all.
Right? We need that defense. And I'm telling you, we need a leader on defense.
Okay.
We need a JJ Watt. Okay. We need a KJ Wright. Okay. Someone that's been there, right?
Yep.
Won some championships. Let's bring some of that Seattle thrill to Las Vegas.
What about Sherman?
Oh man. I have a love-hate relationship with that.
I mean, he's already played in the Bay Area, so he's familiar with the Raiders. I know the Raiders aren't here no more, but he saw them. He saw them a couple times when he was over here.
Stanford alum. Don't get me wrong, he's one of the greatest to ever do it, but he is getting older at a position that you can't
lose a step.
You can't lose a step.
You can't lose a step. All right, so maybe not Richard Sherman, but I can see J.J. Watt coming in to help, maybe some other pass rushers. But What's your prediction for the Raiders next year? I mean, you're a diehard Raider fan, so you might just go ahead and say Super Bowl. But realistically, if we're keeping that 100, what would you say? Some realistic expectations for the Raiders?
12-4, baby.
Ooh.
We shoot for the stars. We hit the moon. We're all good, baby. You're not gonna hear any negativity from me.
Okay.
I think we have the players to get it done.
All right.
I think we just need to maintain that consistency.
Okay.
We have some dogs. Now it's time for them to step it up.
Step it up. And it's what, year 4 or year 5 of Chucky?
This is year 4.
Year 4.
This is
okay.
gonna be year 4.
Okay. So he got like what, 7 years left?
Yeah.
Obviously, this is when we got to start seeing a little more oomph. This is one of the key years.
Absolutely.
Where you gotta. He's been in the black and
silver and black
for a while now.
We
got to start seeing some results, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We can't make excuses for Chucky. We love him. He's a Raider. Like it or not, he's a Raider, but he's got to start producing.
He's a Raider.
A Raider.
All right, switching topics. Enough of this Raider talk. Another quarterback that's been linked with the move out of his current team, Deshaun Watson. He wants out of the Texans. Where do you have him going? To the Raiders? Or is the Raiders in there too, or not?
I think the Raiders are trading for Deshaun Watson and Russell Wilson. I think Deshaun Watson's going to play. No. Okay, so here's where I have Deshaun Watson going. I have him going to the New York Jets.
Okay.
He's still a young quarterback. They have the assets to trade for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They're not in the sweepstakes for, what's his name at Clemson?
Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence is not going to the Jets, unfortunately.
Yep.
Which is kind of sad. They were losing all year to get that pick, but that's the Jets.
They blew it. Yeah.
They blew it.
So you have Deshaun Watson going to the Jets.
Okay. I think so.
He has said. I think that's the strongest link. I think if you were a betting man, which I'm not, and you sometimes aren't.
Yeah.
I think the Jets are the favorites to land him, even ahead of the Texans keeping him.
Mm-hmm.
So I see that. I see how the Jets could be in there. And I would also think that the Dolphins are the leaders in this one. But now that I think about it, the Dolphins can't be the leaders in both. So then Russell Wilson might be going to the Raiders, because I think Deshaun Watson is going to go to the Dolphins. And then that opens the doors for Russell Wilson going somewhere else, which might be your Raiders.
I think so. I know Raider fans, we have the tendency to be overly optimistic, right?
Yeah.
But if Deshaun Watson goes to one of those teams in the AFC,
yes,
they're not going to trade Russell Wilson to the Saints.
Yeah.
What were the other destinations that they?
The Cowboys. The Cowboys.
Oh, the Cowboys are going to be tough.
Yeah, Cowboys are tough.
But they have Dak Prescott.
Yeah, and like no one. I mean, it's America's team. Like, do people really want to help the Cowboys at this point? Like, I feel like everyone enjoys seeing the Cowboys suffer and be like in misery.
I know I do, to be honest.
So I think most NFL teams feel that way too. So I don't think the Seahawks would trade them to the Cowboys. But yeah, Deshaun Watson to the Jets. Where would they win the division? Would he just be another Texans situation? Is that even better than the Texans? Like, what's going on with that move if it happens?
That's tough. I feel like if I were, see, that's the thing.
I mean, he will be in New York. He'll be in like the biggest media market in the U.S., but it's the Jets, and the Jets are terrible too.
Yeah,
so
it's gonna be tough. Either way, I think this is a lose-lose situation. He's going to go to either the Jets. The only win here I see happening for Deshaun Watson is if he goes with the second team I had in mind, the Miami Dolphins, right?
Yes.
But are they willing to trade their assets in order to acquire him?
Yeah, because they've been kind of building it pretty good over there. And they say they believe in Tua, but that could all just be a smokescreen to like keep his value up. I would say that Deshaun Watson, if he goes to the 49ers, that would be scary. That would be scary.
That defense is dominant. What would they have to give up? Warner on defense?
But it's crazy if you think about how these dominoes fall. If let's say Deshaun Watson gets traded first, hypothetically he goes to the Niners. Does that make Russell Wilson want to leave the Seahawks even more? Just because he knows his conference is going to be super tough. It's going to be the Cardinals who have Kyler Murray. They're going to have, hypothetically, Deshaun Watson with the Niners and Matthew Stafford with the Rams.
Yeah.
And all those teams are going to be trending upwards. And then the Seahawks haven't really they've been kind of just there these last few years. Does that help the Raiders' case for Deshaun Watson? I mean, for Russell Wilson to get?
I think so.
It's crazy how like all these dominoes could fall in different ways depending on what happens first.
But look at who's in the AFC West. Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
The young stud from San Diego. I know your old team.
Oh, yeah. Herbert. Justin Herbert.
Stud. I don't know how he didn't go first overall this year.
I mean, I knew that they were hating on him. Everybody was kind of hating on him. And Burrow is a beast, too. So
Burrow is a beast.
Burrow had probably the best statistical college career, season ever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Herbert, I mean, that's a topic for another day. But, yeah, I mean, either way, no matter where, there's a lot of good quarterbacks. Even if he goes to the Jets or the Dolphins, he's going to have to go through Josh Allen, too. So that's another, Josh Allen MVP
Josh
candidate.
Allen and the Bills are pretty stacked.
So no matter, I feel like anywhere, it'll be kind of tough. But I think Russell Wilson is kind of ready for a new scenery or something.
Yeah, I think a win if he goes they just so happen to trade him to the NFC. If he goes to the Saints, I see him having challenges there too with Tom Brady. I don't know. I'm really leaning on the Raiders, but again, back to Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
it's gonna be tough. I don't really see him winning.
Is there any way he stays with the Texans, you think? Or is it this bridge is
that
done?
Bridge has been burnt?
Yeah.
And it's going to light his way to a different team, guys.
Okay.
I'm betting on the Jets.
Okay. And you are a betting man, so.
I am a betting man.
May the odds be in your favor. Okay, so that's enough NFL talk. We talked enough about these quarterbacks. Hopefully, we're right on our predictions. One more time, you have Russell Wilson becoming a Raider and Deshaun Watson becoming Jets. Jets. And I have Russell Wilson staying with the Seahawks, and I have Deshaun Watson going to the Dolphins. But transitioning over to the NBA, the Lakers just got blown out to the Jazz. We don't need to really talk about that game because you got to put a little asterisk. AD was not there. Schroeder was not there. Shout out to the Utah Jazz for winning, by the way, and for being super hot on this hot streak they're in right now. But we're focusing on the Raiders tonight. AD is hurt right now. Schroeder's hurt. The Lakers. How far can the Lakers go without AD? Or with maybe an AD at 80%? Because even when he's played this season, he hasn't played his best. Do we need an 100% AD, or could the Raiders maybe still repeat with like a 85 to 90% AD?
I think the Lakers, an 80% AD will still get them a championship. Ooh. Now Utah's pretty hot.
Yeah.
But they're hot early.
Yes.
I feel like that flame's gonna fizzle out.
Yeah,
guys.
And they kind of look like a regular season team.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a
Peyton Manning in
like
the regular
a Peyton
season.
Manning.
MVPs back to back, all kinds of MVPs. But what?
Yep. Or like the Hawks when they had like Horford and Teague and all those guys. Yeah. So or like maybe like the Bucks last year.
Yeah.
Where they're like really hot in the regular season, but you kind of know like, all right,
they're gonna fizzle out.
You don't have enough horses for the playoffs
for this race.
But as far as the Lakers, that was kind of a hot take. 80% AD with the healthy LeBron could get it done.
That surrounding cast. Let's look at our signings, right?
Yeah.
Schroeder.
Okay. He's cool. I like him.
He plays defense. He plays hard.
He's super quick.
Wesley
Matthews, he's super cold right now.
Yeah, we can't shoot.
He could pick it up. He could.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with our signings as far as 3-point shooters.
Yeah.
Last year, what was going on with
what's his name?
I forgot his damn name.
Oh, Danny Green.
Because he sucks so bad.
Terrible.
All he does is go to. He was historically he's been great. Danny Green, respect to Danny Green, but last year was hot garbage, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I like the optimism. I'm a Laker fan too, in case people didn't know. I'm pretty sure they know by now, but I'm a Laker fan too, but I'm just looking out in the West. I see the Clippers, both PG and Kawhi are having career seasons. They're both PG is going for a 50-50-90. Kawhi is going for a 50-40-90, which are both extremely. I think PG might be the first 50-50-90, or maybe Curry did it. But super impressive season, so I know they're going to be a tough out.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the Jazz, I'm not too too crazy worried about them. But in the East, the Nets are gonna be waiting.
The Nets
and
are dangerous.
Harden is balling. They're like on a 7-game win streak, and KD's been out on all of those games, I believe. So the Nets are going to be waiting for the Lakers if they make it out of the West, which is not a guarantee because I want to give the Clippers their credit. Shout out Matt.
Yeah, shout out Matt.
Actually, not shout out Matt. No, I'm just like, but yes, so the Clippers are going to be tough. The Nets are going to be waiting in the East. 80% AD gets it done, my guy.
80% AD gets it done.
Is that just how good he is, or what? That's some props to AD.
I do see a 7-game series, Clippers Lakers in the Western Conference Finals.
Okay.
But I do believe 80% AD will make it. It will help us make it to the finals. Will we repeat? That's going to be a challenge. Last year we had a lot of motivation behind us, right?
And to be fair, I don't know if Miami on a regular year makes it all the way to the finals. I mean, that was kind of. Yeah, let's be real. They're not the best opponent in the finals.
I think they're a fluke team, to be honest.
They're struggling to make the playoffs this year.
Oh, man.
In the weak East.
Props to them, though. They made it to the finals.
The
finals is the finals.
You can't take that away from them.
Right?
They made a run. But yeah, 80% AD.
80% AD. I think he makes it happen.
I think we need at least a 95.
95% AD?
90, maybe we could squeak by the Clippers. Not squeak by, but we'll beat them. 95% AD. We're going to need our horses to go up against Kyrie. Kyrie's, I think he's averaging his career high. He's like on 28 points a game. Harden, it looks like he's taking a step back. He's leading the league in assists. Yeah. And we all know KD, one of the front runners for MVP. He's amazing. But I like the optimism. I would like to see the Lakers repeat this year.
Absolutely.
And I think Vogel is one of the best defensive coaches in the league. And with AD like presence being there, I think the defense gets a lot better too.
It takes us to that next step, makes us contenders for a championship.
Plus LeBron is usually kind of like a lock to make the finals. He always shows up in the playoffs, and I think the other role players kind of feed off of him on the playoffs more than in the regular season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plus, we got to take into consideration we are the defending champs. There is going to be some kind of a lull in the season just because like we've been there, we've won it already. We're kind of just waiting to get to the dance and start the main dance
and really pick it up. Yeah. And let's think about the fatigue, right?
Yeah. They just the shortest offseason ever by any of the major sports in the US,
which is ridiculous, right?
Right.
But I think we're missing a key point here, right?
Which is
our MVP, all right? The most important person in our organization. Above LeBron James, above AD.
Yes.
The person that brought AD to Los Angeles.
Yes. Clutch
Rob
Sports.
Pelinka.
Clutch Sports. Rob Pelinka, yes.
Hey, Rob Pelinka. Shout out Rob Pelinka.
Yes. So, he might just have an ace up his sleeve. He can make some moves.
He always does.
Guys. Or maybe get some of those people that get bought out. Get someone like on a cheap contract.
Who just got bought out?
I don't know. I don't know about anybody that got bought out, but around like when contracts start becoming guaranteed or like towards the end of the season, usually teams buy out players so they could go, ring chase.
I have a feeling there's a player that I just saw that was rumored to be
Drummond or
no Boogie getting bought out.
Boogie, yes,
Boogie getting bought
Boogie
out by Houston.
Yes, see, so that's like one of the first ones.
Absolutely.
So then if we get Boogie, I know we just waived a Cook. Shout out Cook. I know he's a diehard Laker fan. He was crying for Kobe. You could tell he loves the Laker colors. Unfortunate that we had to cut him, but shout out Quinn Cook. I like Quinn Cook. He doesn't play too much, but he's a good character guy.
He's a good
locker room guy.
Yeah,
yep,
absolutely.
Yep. But that's one thing that kind of signifies that they are looking to bolster improve the roster. And then once these buyouts start coming, we're probably gonna get a player or two in the purple and gold.
Yeah, I think we're gonna make some moves before the trade deadline. So let's see if we buy or if we pick up some of these players that get bought out, these older players, right? I think it's possible we get Boogie Cousins.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having Boogie Cousins.
He's played for the Lakers, right? Yeah. The idea was for him to come to LA and win a championship.
And he's hungry.
He's hungry. He's a dog.
He's a dog. He has a mentality.
Speaking of dogs, who do we pick up from the Clippers? Who do we steal from the Clippers? Who's going to be a key component to our beating the Clippers
Montrez
in the Western Conference
His
Finals
face-up
of this
game
year.
is really good. I
Yep.
like him.
He's hungry.
So I feel like this whole regular season we got to take it with a grain of salt. Just because we are the champions, short off season, we're just trying to get as healthy as we can to the playoffs, and then from there we'll see what happens.
It's a whole new season.
It's a whole new season. We even saw it in the bubble, how everyone was criticizing the Lakers for not doing that well in the games leading up to the playoffs in the bubble, with the bubble restart before the regular season.
Yeah.
They weren't doing that hot. And then once the playoffs started, spanked the Trailblazers, spanked the, who was it, Jazz?
Denver.
No, that was there was someone in between. But yeah, Trailblazers and then Denver and then,
what was it?
Was it the Jazz?
I think it was the Jazz, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was.
It's hard to remember.
Whoever it was.
We don't think about...
We won.
We won the playoffs. We won the championship.
The point is, they were struggling in the restart, the games, the regular season games.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then once the playoffs came, it was just like, you could turn on a switch, and the Lakers were the Lakers again. And I think that's what's going to happen this season. You got to take it with a grain of salt. Let's get to the dance. That's what I always tell everybody in this regular season. It's like, dude, we're the champions. We're focused on the dance.
We've been here. We have LeBron James.
Yes.
How many finals has he been to?
Exactly.
This is what this man was bred for.
Exactly.
He's a dog.
Once
he gets to the playoffs, he's a whole different animal.
Yep.
Same animal, different beast.
Different beast. Shout out to Kobe one more time.
Shout out Kobe all day.
All right. So shout out to the Lakers. And shout out to the Angels.
Shout out to the Angels.
I know you're a diehard Angel fans.
Man.
Yeah, I believe.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming, guys.
Yes, he knew. He saw it coming. All right. How far can the Angels go this season, realistically?
All right, guys. Realistically, here's your hot take.
Oh, my God.
I think the Angels, the Raiders, the Lakers will all be in the playoffs this coming year.
Okay.
I think the Angels... I think they've done enough to get to the playoffs.
Okay.
Are they contenders for a championship?
Yeah.
That's still to be seen.
Right.
We signed some pitching, right?
Right.
Some former serviceable pitchers, right?
Okay.
Quintana with the White Sox a couple years ago was pretty dominant. I believe he's had a sub-4 ERA.
Right.
For the majority of his year. For the majority of his career.
Yes.
Yeah. So, with our lineup, we got to think about it. Someone that I feel like is being slept on. A Japanese phenom. Shohei Ohtani is coming back from Tommy John surgery, guys.
Okay.
If he's able to be at least our number 2 starter.
Which is a big if, because Tommy John is not something to just,
But I feel like he's up for it.
Okay.
Shohei Ohtani in our lineup. Let's talk about our lineup.
Yes.
Anthony Rendon.
Okay.
David, the GOAT, Fletcher.
Okay.
Our second baseman. Okay. Our roommate's buddy over there. Shout out David Fletcher.
Yes, shout out.
But let's see.
Angels in the playoffs is what I'm hearing.
I think Angels are making it to the playoffs. Justin Upton, I know he's getting a little older. I think he has one more quality
year.
Yeah, I feel like Justin Upton's going to step it up this year. Albert Pujols, this is his last year of that horrendous contract. As a character guy, Albert Pujols is a great asset to the Angels.
Right.
But let's think about the money, guys. Money talks.
Money always.
BS walks, guys. We need to get rid of that old we need to get rid of that old man. But I appreciate him for coming to the Angels. He had championships in mind.
Yeah.
But we're thankful that he's now coming off the books. We're going to be able to sign some quality pitching. I know we've whiffed on some pitchers. I know there's a guy that made his way to L.A.
Oh.
Made the KD move. Bauer.
Oh, okay.
That freeway series is not going to be easy for you, bud. We got some dogs in our lineup, and we're coming for you.
Oh, you heard that, Bauer? That was
we're
for you.
coming for you, Bauer.
Hey,
the other Dodgers, though, I have to give my respect where respect is due. Again, Shout out Matt. Shout out Mookie Betts. He's a stud.
Okay. Yes.
but he's no Mike Trout.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, did that hurt as an Angel fan? Did that Dodgers victory hurt? How were you feeling?
Honestly, and the younger as a younger individual, maybe I would have had a different opinion, right? Someone that was a little more edgy, a little more angry.
Yeah.
I think I would have had a harder time accepting a Dodger championship.
But now,
and I'll give it to him. Baseball's baseball, whether in a pandemic or not.
okay,
You gotta line up and play the game.
Yeah.
So respect to the Dodgers.
Unless you're the freaking Astros. Baseball's not baseball. That's a whole nother topic. Hey.
In our division, guys, how many times have they won the AL West, guys?
Okay, hey, bro, relax. But anyways,
look me in my eyes. We're coming for you, Astros.
Okay,
we are coming for you, bud.
Okay, they're coming, but okay. So
the Angels, realistically, they're making the playoffs.
Okay. And they're in and they're out, like one series and they're out. Can they make it to the second round? NLDS or what?
ALDS. I think the ALDS.
It's a pipe dream.
No,
10%.
I think they make it to the ALDS. I think they make it to the ALDS. Either they make it as a wild card, make it to the ALDS, get Mike Trout to the playoffs, get that feeling going.
He deserves it.
He deserves it. He's the greatest player in this generation, potentially ever. Mike Trout is a stud.
Plus, yes. And there's always surprise teams every season, so it doesn't matter that maybe the Angels aren't ranked as high right now in the preseason.
Absolutely.
You know, injuries happen, or if your team's lucky enough to stay healthy, people pick up form, lose form. Someone comes out of nowhere and they start playing great.
It wasn't too long ago. Our local San Francisco Giants made it to the playoffs as a wild card team.
Yep.
Won multiple championships.
Yep.
Right? 3 championships.
Yep.
On even years.
Yep.
What happened in 2014?
I hear no lies.
2014, the Kansas City Chiefs, a wild card team that barely beat the A's, right? Ended up coming to the ALDS.
No, not the Chiefs, the Royals.
I'm sorry, not the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Royals.
I hate them. Rent free.
I hate them both, to be honest. But let's think about them, right? They're a team that had some grit. Yes. I think the Angels have that grit. It's just a matter of getting to the game, getting to the playoffs.
Yes, and then anything can happen. That's a whole other season. That's one of the oldest sayings in all of sports. It's a whole other season. Absolutely. Everyone's 0-0 in the playoffs once you get in there.
Yeah.
Right?
Mike Trout needs to be in the playoffs. If we don't make, I'm saying it now, and I hate to say it.
Oh no, another hot take. I feel a hot take coming.
But if we don't get Mike Trout to the playoffs,
he's leaving.
Within the next couple years,
he's out.
I don't want him to leave, but I wouldn't blame him.
It'll be in his best interest.
It would be in his best interest.
It'll be a Deshaun Watson.
No, it would be, it would be a Deshaun Watson.
Or maybe like a Stafford if he was like elite.
Absolutely. Hey, give some respect to my boy Stafford.
No, but
the Rams are going to be dangerous.
Yeah, I agree with that. But that's giving too much credit for Stafford if you're comparing. You're not.
Oh,
Stafford is not the Trout of the NFL is what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely.
But I'm just trying to say the Lions and the A's are kind of.
they're the Lions and the Angels are trash organizations, unfortunately. Artie Moreno, we're coming for you. Okay?
Okay. All right. So before you get super riled up with the A's.
The Angels.
I mean, the Angels. Yeah, my bad.
Put some respect on our name, guys.
Before you get super. Okay, so it's too late. You're riled up about the Angels. But if not the Angels, who do you see winning it this year? The Dodgers repeating? Are they the favorites?
I think there's a Southern California team that's not the Dodgers or the Angels that can upset
what
those
city,
boys in blue.
What city might they reside in?
I think they're in San Diego. I don't mind San Diego. I love San Diego, to be honest. I love the San Diego beaches. Hot take, San Diego has the best Mexican food north of the border.
That's not a hot take, bro.
Shout out Tacos El Gordo. It's all good, baby. They're delicious. You got to give respect where respect is due.
Yep.
I think that Tatis, that signing, that extension for Tatis is one of the best moves that organization could have made.
They actually dishing out money now, which is crazy.
They're dishing out money and they're committed to winning.
Yes. Okay. By all the moves they've been making too.
Absolutely. Making these picking up that that rotation. I don't know how anyone's going to be able to compete with that. But again, the Dodgers, they have a real chance of repeating.
Yes.
Although I hate on Bauer, he's no scrub.
Of course not.
So I feel like, I don't know, it's going to be tough. If I'm again, and I'm a betting man.
Yeah, if you were a betting man, which you are.
Clevenger, unfortunately, they lost him to Tommy John, right?
Yeah.
But Blake Snell, right?
Yep.
I think Blake Snell, Yu Darvish.
Darvish.
Hey, think about Yu Darvish.
If we get the best version of Yu Darvish,
it's gonna be hard out here for the Dodgers. I don't even think they win the division.
The Dodgers?
I don't even think they win the division with the San Diego Padres team.
They're coming. The Padres are coming.
The Padres are coming. There's some real studs there.
The Dodgers picked the perfect year to win their championship because the Padres are coming.
Yeah, absolutely. San Diego. Shout out San Diego.
San Diego.
San Diego. In Spanish, it means a whale's.
What?
We'll leave that. If you know, you know. But
yeah, so who if it's not the Angels, then
it's either the Dodgers or San Diego. And my money's on San Diego.
Oh, okay.
Sunny beaches.
Yeah, that wouldn't be there's not too many teams that really hate on the Padres. They've been
they've kind of been irrelevant, to be honest.
And it's not like the city as itself. It doesn't like, maybe sometimes you're like, all right, I kind of like this team, but the football team that plays in that city, I don't like. So screw that city.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And I mean, the Padres, they're kind of irrelevant too. That former San Diego team, that was Black Hole South. To be honest, whenever the Raiders went to,
you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you could be like, you know what? Like the Warriors, they're not the worst team, but I hate the 49ers, so screw the Warriors too.
Yeah,
but with the Padres, there's like nothing to like. If you don't like that, yeah,
it's like I'm gonna take my dog to the park, to the baseball park. It's cool. I mean, I don't really have a problem with the Padres, to be honest.
Exactly.
They've never been
a threat,
or an issue for the Angels,
anybody, or any anyone. San Diego team for that matter.
Yeah, but then again, the Angels have been pretty relevant. But I'm gonna say it: the Padres were what the Angels were supposed to be this year.
Yes,
they made the moves. Blake Snell, how do you pull Blake Snell at the end of during the World Series?
Wow.
No.
Hey, but the Padres have been working on their farming system for a while now, and it's starting to pay some dividends.
Let's think about, who is it? Shields that they traded for Tatis?
Yeah.
That's how they ended.
Yeah.
That's
right?
nuts.
That's right. Farming system is important.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be sunny in San Diego for sure this year.
Yes.
Either they're going to win. I think they're over 100 wins this season.
Whoa, all right, hot take. It's hot.
Hey, the stove is hot,
they're
guys.
Coming out fast and in a hurry.
Hey. I had to do it right coming on the Hard to Handle Sports podcast.
I get it.
Shout out my boy Ish.
Hey, all right. But I think we're getting ready to wrap it up, my good boy Migue. So let's just run through everything we talked to today. Russell Wilson, where do you think he's going, just to wrap it up?
I think Russell Wilson is going to the Raiders.
Okay, and Deshaun Watson, where do you have him going?
I'm going New York Jets. He's going to a big market, right? He's trying to get endorsement deals.
Yup.
Let's get it. Deshaun Watson to the Jets. You heard it here first.
And you were saying, what percentage were you saying the Lakers need AD to be at to potentially repeat?
AD at 80% gets the Lakers a back-to-back championship.
Woohoo! AD at 80%. I say we need him at 95, playing probably his top basketball just because of the Nets. But I like the optimism, 80%.
Let's go.
I'm not against it. And your outlook for the Angels this season?
The Anaheim Angels. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Ooh.
The Los Angeles Angels, whatever way you slice it, the Angels are making the playoffs this year.
And then anything could happen.
Mike Trout isn't missing the playoffs anymore. Anything can happen. We get to the game. We get to the playoffs.
What did Garnett say?
Anything is possible. Let's go.
Okay.
Angels making the playoffs. We're making a run. ALCS World Series. Here we come.
Let's go. Okay.
19 years since our last World Series, our only World Series. It's time to bring the Angels back, baby.
Okay. And then, if not after that beautiful soliloquy, if not the Angels, then who?
The Padres.
Padres.
Shout out the Padres, California team. Love San Diego. I mean, I don't love the Padres, but they're making moves. They are what the Angels should have been. You heard it here first. You heard it here. I'm sure you've heard it all over the place.
But now you heard it here at the Hard to Handle Sports Podcast.
Absolutely.
As well. Well, Migue, thank you so much for joining me on this episode 34 of the Hard to Handle Sports Podcast. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Subscribe to the podcast. Thank you so much, Migue. Hope to have you back soon.
All right.
It was a lot of fun.
Awesome, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys hearing me out. I love this. Shout out my mom. R.I.P. Kobe. Go Angels. Go Raiders.
Get well soon, Tiger Woods.
Get well soon, Tiger Woods.
And
Raider Nation, baby.
We're out.